Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a flashback sequence for the Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi series. That's right now on Star Wars Coffee. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series is fast approaching. Believe it or not, we are just under 2 months away from that show. Premiering May 27th. Yes, you heard that right, May 27th. Originally supposed to be premiering on May 25th. Ewan McGregor, on his birthday on March 31st, had an announcement saying that they were moving the premiere date from May 25th to May 27th. But the good news about that is we do have to wait 2 days later, but we will be getting 2 episodes on premiere day. So we'll be able to get double the amount of Obi-Wan without that week in between. So with that out of the way, we're going to be taking a look here at this update from MakingStarWars.net's Jason Ward about the Clone Wars flashback sequence that we've all been expecting for this series. So before we go any further, if you don't want to hear anything about this flashback sequence, what's going to happen in it, consider this your spoiler warning, because the spoilers are about to awaken. So here's what Jason Ward has to say about this flashback sequence in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. The gist of the sequence is that a 19-year-old Anakin Skywalker is with Obi-Wan in the Jedi Temple. So what he has learned is that Hayden and Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor, will be de-aged for this flashback sequence. And the flashback is likely after Attack of the Clones, so it's going to be a little unclear whether or not Hayden is going to be sporting his Padawan haircut or his Revenge of the Sith and animated Clone Wars haircut. So that is yet to be seen. However, I do hope that it is the Revenge of the Sith and animated Clone Wars haircut, because that's just far better of a look. However, that aside, the Jedi and Padawan are in their training dojo in the Jedi Temple, and Obi-Wan is instructing Anakin on lightsaber techniques. Both of them have their lightsabers out, and they are sparring with Obi-Wan in an instructional posture. We see them fighting, but they are training, so they are just doing this as friends. The two are trash-talking each other out of love and point out one another's weaknesses as swordsmen while being flashy with the sparring. So the sequence is supposedly lighthearted and fun, and it harkens back to a better time for Obi-Wan, but in that memory there is apparently crucial data. So the sequence is ultimately very smart, and it does serve more than just this fan service moment of a flashback. It serves the story. So the memory that Obi-Wan is having is understanding that Anakin understood Obi-Wan's technique. Obi-Wan is able to figure out what he needs to do in his technique with tweaking it to stop Vader, and Vader will probably try to do to him. So Obi-Wan is using this as a reflective exercise to essentially figure out how best to combat Vader. He says, "I was the learner, but now I am the master," will have a completely different meaning when we consider the context of this fight in the limited series. It seems like Darth Vader understands why he lost that battle by the time of Episode 4, A New Hope, and that shouldn't surprise anybody that Obi-Wan ends up beating Vader. That's just kind of a given. Just like you knew Rey was going to end up defeating Palpatine in The Rise of Skywalker, it's just about the how. Same story here. But the irony is that Vader probably obsessed about how to beat Obi-Wan after this limited series. So we know that this takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, but we are not yet at A New Hope. So in the time between this limited series and A New Hope, it's likely that Vader was obsessing with how to beat Obi-Wan at this point. However, Obi-Wan had moved beyond it. He had Qui-Gon and abilities a hopeless Sith could never learn. Before any of what Vader had planned was put into execution, Kenobi vanished into thin air on the Death Star. One last thing, I cannot confirm or deny Kenobi and Skywalker actually wear Clone Wars armor. The fact that they are in a Jedi temple makes me think it is unlikely, says Jason Ward. This is what he did know about that Anakin and Obi-Wan flashback though. So whether or not they're wearing Clone Wars armor is yet to be seen, but the rest of this flashback sequence was pretty detailed, so we thank Jason Ward for that at MSW. But this will be great to see these two acting more like friends with this lighthearted scene of sparring. It will be something that I think a lot of us wanted more of from Revenge of the Sith that we did get within that film, all of their little lighthearted talks to each other with a different ending, considering this is just a lighthearted flashback. Hopefully there are more flashbacks where we do see them in that armor, but I guess we will just have to wait to see. But thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.